Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Taha Institute of Science and Engineering. This is the sixth lecture of the fundamentals of chemistry, in which we are going to cover what is mixture and the difference between compounds and mixtures, and at the last we have an assignment for you. When two or more elements or compounds mix up physically without any fixed ratio, mixing up of a compound, it is known as mixture. And on mixing up, the component substances do not lose their identities with their chemical properties, but the component substances retain their own chemical identities and properties. The mixture can be separated into parent by physical methods such as distillation, filtration, evaporation, crystallization, or magnetization. These are the methods we can use to separate the mixture into their parent atoms. Now, the types of a mixture. There are two types of mixture. First one is the homogeneous mixture, and the other one is the heterogeneous mixture. These are the two types of mixture. And what is homogeneous mixture? Mixtures that have uniform composition throughout are called homogeneous mixture. Again, listen carefully. Mixtures having uniform composition throughout are called homogeneous mixtures. For example, air is a homogeneous mixture, gasoline is a homogeneous mixture, and ice cream is a homogeneous mixture because they have uniform composition throughout the mixture. So now go ahead and we see that the heterogeneous mixture, the mixtures in which composition is not uniform throughout, for example soil, rock, and wood. These are the examples of heterogeneous mixture because they have not uniform composition throughout the mixture. And now we have some interesting information for us. And the air is a mixture. What is air? Air is a mixture of nitrogen gas, oxygen gas, carbon dioxide, noble gases, and water vapor. These are the parent elements or the constituents of the air mixture. And the soil is a mixture of sand, clay, mineral salts, and air. Milk is an example of homogeneous mixture. Milk is a mixture of water, sugar, fat, proteins, mineral salts, and vitamins. Whereas brass is also a mixture of copper and zinc metal. Difference between a compound and a mixture. There are a lot of differences between compounds and mixture. Now see that differences. Compound is formed by a chemical combination of atoms of the elements. Compound is formed by a chemical combination of atoms of the element, whereas mixture is formed by simple physically mixing up of substances. And in compounds, the constituents lose their identity and form a new substance having entirely different properties. But as we know that mixing up is a physical phenomena, and the constituent do not lose their identity but retain their identity with their properties. Compound have fixed composition by mass, whereas mixture do not have fixed composition. And the compounds cannot be separated by physical means because compound is making of a compound is a chemically change, so it cannot be separated by physical means. It must be chemical means to separate out components. Whereas in mixture, as mixture is a physical phenomena, so the components can be separated by simple physical methods. And every compound is represented by a chemical formula. Compound is represented by chemical formula, whereas in mixture there is no any chemical change occur, so it consists of two or more components that is making physical mixing, does not have any chemical formula. Whereas compound have homogeneous composition throughout, whereas mixture, they may be homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture in composition. If the constituents of mixture are uniform throughout the mixture, it is homogeneous, and if the constituents are not uniform throughout the mixture, then it is heterogeneous in composition. Compounds have sharp and fixed melting points, whereas mixtures do not have sharp and fixed melting points. And now we have an assignment for you. You have to put answers these questions, and please note down these questions and comment us. These are the answers of your assignments. After solving your assignment, you can see your answers here. First question is, can you identify mixture, element or compound out of the following? Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a mixture. Petroleum is a mixture. Sugar is a compound. Table salt or sodium chloride is a compound. Blood is a mixture. Gunpowder is also a mixture. Urine, mixture. Aluminium is an element. Silicon is an element. Tin is an element. Lime is a compound. Ice cream is a mixture. And the other question is, how can you justify that air is a homogeneous mixture? Identify substances present in it. Air is a homogeneous mixture. It is a type of a mixture in which gaseous substances like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, noble gases, and water vapors present, and their compositions are uniform out the air. So it is a homogeneous mixture, and these are the substances that are present in air uniformly: nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, noble gases, and water vapors. And the third question is, name the elements represented by the following symbols. We have Hg for mercury. Hg symbol is used for mercury. Au for gold. Fe, ferrum for iron. Ni for nickel. Co for cobalt. Ba for barium. W for tungsten. Br for bromine. Sn for tin, Bi for bismuth, and Na for sodium. The next question we have, name a solid, a liquid, and a gaseous elements that exist at the room temperature. Where, as we know that, and we have read that, most of metals are solid at room temperature. For example, gold, iron, silver, etc. Whereas the examples of liquid at room temperature, bromine, water, and mercury are liquid at room temperature, whereas the examples of the gases at room temperatures are nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrogen, and there are noble gases also present at gaseous form at room temperature. And the next question we have, which elements do the following compounds contain? Sugar carbon, sugar contains the elements that are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. In sodium and chlorine are the elements that are making salts, whereas lime water contains calcium, hydrogen and oxygen elements, whereas chalk contains calcium and oxygen. And in the next lecture we will discuss inshallah atomic number and mass number in detail. So stay with us and keep watching our videos for more knowledge. Kindly like, share our videos and do not forget to subscribe the channel. If you like our work, please press the bell icon button. May Allah bless you. Thank you.